Hey everyone, it's Artosis again. This is game number 2 of Benson against Tarson. I believe it was from Go for SC2 Cup. And Tarson, with a little bit of smack talk. If you didn't see game 1, go ahead and watch it. You think you're smart? Nope, you are not. But Benson attacking him immediately for the lack of manner. The funny thing is, Tarson is ridiculously mannered, probably joking around there, even though he did lose to a crazy all-in from Benson. Still, Tarson should have, look at this. I'm unmannered because I told you to stop playing all-ins? Because people watch good games? Gah, gah. Your BO wasn't safe, and so, it's true. His build order actually wasn't safe. Benson saw that and capitalized immediately. But actually, I would love to go back and check if Benson saw that he was expanding, because if Tarson was making units that entire time, then it's a free win. So, anyways, we're going to have to see. This is a best-of-3 series between these two. Benson telling him do a safe build. We'll see if that's what Tarson is going to do here. Throwing down his barracks. Let's throw up that production tab. Now, the map is Jungle Basin. You can see there's this ramp here that goes into the middle of the map. But more importantly, there's a ramp here that goes into a very easy expansion area. We oftentimes see people expanding very quickly. I'd be surprised if Benson doesn't go hatchery first, and looky there, hatchery first. The problem is there are destructible rocks that can help you attack into there, and there's not a lot of room in between this and the mainland, so you can easily throw stuff over here in a dropship, or support stuff with, you know, drop some Hellions over here or something, have Marines stand there to protect them as they drop out, stuff like that. Break through here. There's also, of course, the front ramp, but the early game on this map, Zerg likes quite a bit because you can go ahead and take that early expansion. There's really not any way that Terran can rush that properly. But as it gets later, there's third base is very hard to take. Do you take this one? You take this one? You take this one? All of them very hard to defend against a very strong tank-heavy Terran push. So we're going to have to see what Benson has planned for this map. I don't expect to see another all-in. I think you just saw the weakness of what Tarson was doing there, but was a little bit risky by both sides. Now Tarson, one of my favorite Terran players, a great Polish Terran. One of the best Terrans in Europe, I do think. And taking out that quick drone scout. Sees the factory, though, so he knows that tech is happening. No second gas, so I'm thinking not to port Banshee. Probably not Banshee at all. I could definitely see Tarson loves to do Marine Hellion pressure. So just you rally out some Marines, you make some Hellions, and you go ahead and pressure. It's normally the first push is 4 to 5 Marines and a Hellion. Something he really likes because it hits at this awkward, funny timing where Zerg doesn't have a whole lot. Now we see Benson, Queen there, and a few Zerglings are popping out. He does have 4, but that's not going to be nearly enough to hold Tarson's pressure. And it looks like he is going to do that pressure, just sending more and more Marines out. Catching some Zerglings, and that's actually kind of big, killing a few of the Zerglings off there. It's going to make Benson make more and more units. 6 more Zerglings on the way now, as well as Zergling speed. No creep tumors laid yet. I would like to see some creep tumors, I have to say. At this point in the game, you can't really spend all the larvae that you make off of the double queen after fast hatchery, especially when you're getting speed, gas, and all these Zerglings early. So it can be quite smart. Oh, loses an Overlord. But anyways, it can be quite smart to throw down a creep tumor to help out, but now he's supply cap. Benson might be in a lot of trouble here, especially with the Hellion coming in. He's going to have to use his queen. Sorry about that. Still have a little bit of cold. And, well, this is hard, man. Good micro so far by Tarson. Oh, he's got a micro a little bit harder than that, though. A lot of Zerglings coming out now. And this Hellion is really dealing damage. Just softening up all those Zerglings so the Marines get a lot of kills. And the Queen, so slow, cannot catch up to these units. Here come more Zerglings, but there is a second Hellion now. Benson cannot be liking this. Tarson continues to micro like this. He just gets a huge advantage here. Look at this, 24 Zerglings on the way. Zergling speed almost done. That is a way overcommittal of Zerglings there. He's going to clean this up so easily now, but now he's going to have all these Zerglings and nothing to do with them. So Benson definitely overreacting here. Let's take a look at this unit count. 23 Zerglings, 17 drones. against 23 SCVs, 1 Marine, but he's going to be able to wall this in, and no way, no. Look at this, a Banshee on the way even for Tarson while he is expanding. These Zerglings are not going to be able to break through there. They see that. They have to turn around. What are these things good for now? Nothing at all. So Tarson has to be feeling great. He's in a very strong lead right now. He hasn't, looks like Benson has not started his lair. He has very few drones still. Only has 2 queens, the 3rd one on the way, but no creep connecting the hatcheries. So it's going to be hard to actually join up queens and defend against a large Banshee count. And we'll come right back in just a second. Sorry about that, everyone. I had a little knock at the door. I had to go get that. Anyways, let's get back into this. So anyways, you know, he does not have the creep in between that's going to make guarding against Banshees a lot harder, especially since Tarson right now is just kind of using the Banshee for map control, waiting to get 2. But, you know, he is going to have 4 queens, a 3rd Banshee coming out, just cloak as well. I like that a lot from Tarson. Look at this, more and more queens being made. Finally, some creep tumors, but the lair is just so late that that cloaking could be quite crucial. It's halfway done right now. The 2 Banshees coming in, and he's going to be able to get a lot of drones. Probably should not target queens with these. When you target queens, you have to know that it's basically going to cripple the Zerg. In this situation, there's going to be too many transfusions sitting around. You know, realistically, Benson has not had the money to spend all his larvae. Look at this, 4 larvae still built up. So, really should have a lot of transfusions saved up theoretically. And here we go, the Banshees coming in here, targeting the queens. Not enough for a transfusion on these queens. And look at this, not targeting the Banshees. Huge mistakes here by Tarson. And the queens take a while to come down here because of the lack of creep there. Gotta tell you Zerg players out there, make creep in between your main base and your natural against Terran. You need those queens to help out against Banshee harassment. Alright, so it looks like we're going to see Tarson switch over and start making some siege tank tech. In the meantime, he's got this expansion up. Let's take a look at the unit counts. 36 SCVs against 28 drones. Also got a bunch of mules sitting around. As far as army goes, Tarson's still not with a large army, but that's fine. He's walled in. He's got these rocks guarding him here. They haven't been hit once. He's watching them with the Marine anyways. Now, here are the Cloaked Banshees. They come right back in, going after this queen. And it does get transfused. 4 queens right now. Gotta be careful here. He doesn't want to use up all his queen energy. It does take a bit to take out Banshees, but we do have the Overseer coming in, so it looks like these Banshees gonna have to get out of there. Nice micro by Tarson, though, taking out quite a few drones. And he has 4 kills and 8 kills a corporal on that one. Alright, so let's take a look at the supply. Tarson at 70-54 for Benson. Benson throwing up 2 gases despite not having a supreme income here. But he does have the Spire coming up, so he wants to get that gas up very quickly. He does have the Baneling Nest, but really not a whole lot going on for Benson right now. I do like the fact he's pushing creep out this way as well. You want creep going in every direction, especially when you have this many queens. But making the double gas, then not using it, you got to be careful about that. You have to really manage your economy very closely with Zerg. Now we do see a bunch of barracks going up for Tarson. And command center as well. Getting ready to take that 3rd base. Not going to do any all-in 2 base timings. Getting that +1 attack up. Doesn't have any upgrades yet for his units. But he has siege mode almost done now, so he's going to be pretty safe. And so many upgrades going. Look at that. Tarson's making a little bit of everything at once. It's always impressive to see how many things Terran makes. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about the coughs. By the way, everyone, I've been messing around a lot with the various bit rates and qualities and FPS on these videos, so please leave me any comments on the YouTube video, and I'm just looking to improve them, so thanks, and go ahead and do that. So we see Benson throwing up this 3rd hatch at the same time as taking his 3rd base, so this will be that extra 4th macro hatch. And look at this, his supply. Ooh, it got red there for a minute. But yeah, you definitely, when you're making a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Banelings, you need that extra hatchery. You have to spend all your income. He's got a good drone saturation now. Still not using this extractor. But managed his economy fairly well at this point. And we do see 1-1 on these Marines moving out. Time to take his 3rd base. Looks like it's going to be right here, based upon where this command center is. A lot more barracks going up. Tarson really getting his macro up so that he can replace his army quite quickly. But Baneling speed is on the way. That's what Benson is going to need. Flying around with this Overseer. I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe he wants to contaminate a building. And here comes that command center. If he turns it into a planetary fortress, it's going to be a very hard area for Zerg to actually take out. I think that must be an observer doing that. Maybe they're like, oh, look at that. He's not mining from the gas. Anyways. Might be smart to take down these rocks so he can get over to this third base quickly from his main and natural. He is pushing forward the creep. He's been a little bit slow there. You kind of want the creep to connect all over the place. You want it to connect this way. The drones are going so that you can actually get up here to defend your third base very quickly. Because the thing is, this is so close here. Look at this. Planetary fortress coming up. Tanks are sieged. If you make a little siege line right here, that's going to be very hard to break. You have some up here that are protected by the planetary, covering the ones down here. Then you just have Marine Marauder Medevac running back and forth, harassing in small groups. You can't really hit those with the Banelings so hard. And, well, look at this. Tarson, he's coming down, going to attack this. Good attack timing. Should be sieging those siege tanks most ASAPly, because otherwise Banelings can come in and do a lot of damage. But it looks like he just wants to target and get out of there. I think it's time to retreat, Tarson. But no units really coming from Benson anyways. Trying to do some Mutalisk harassment to no avail. Tarson, a monstrous Terran. And Tarson actually going to commit more than I would like him to see him do right now. Going to go all the way down here and attack in. Very interesting. You know, he's got a lot more supply. 137 against 107. And, well, this could do a good job. But the thing is, if you are a Terran on 3 base and you just kill the third base of Zerg, sit there, turtle, get up to max supply, and just free win. Looks like Tarson getting a little bit more aggressive than he truly has to. There's really not a whole lot Zerg's going to do at this point against you. If he's going to kill your army, it's going to be at this point. Now look at this. The units are coming in, but where are the Banelings? There they are! Coming right in there and hitting submarines, but good siege tank targeting. Good Marine stim right there. And an easy pickup of a win for Tarson. A little bit risky in that last attack, but good job nonetheless. The series now tied up 1-1. Do look on my YouTube channel. I do have the third one as well. I'm about to commentate it, so thanks for watching.